I'm with a brand new Dacia Spring, and in this video I will do the full review. I have the car for 3 days now. 3 days I have time to drive it and to understand a little bit better the car, so I can make a better idea about what it's about. So in this video I will explain you everything about it: interior, exterior, material quality, technical data, multimedia system, everything about the car you will find out in this video. I have made already a separate video where I drive the car, I test the car, I test the consumption, and I give you more information there, so definitely check out that video to find out more about the car. In this video we will start with technical data and we will talk about everything inside, outside, and technical data. So first of all, I want to start with technical data and with the information about the price. So the version that I have with me is the extreme version, is the top of the range version, the most expensive version. Also it comes in two different motor version. You have a 45 horsepower version and a 65 horsepower version. I have the 65 horsepower version today, extreme, and the price of this car that I have with me start at 19,900 euro plus some options, like if you want the paint or some other options. The most affordable Dacia Spring, it starts at 16,900 euro, a pretty good price for what it is, this car, and what it's offer, and you will see as we go in the video. It's probably, if I'm not wrong, one of the most cheap electric car in Europe, if not the cheapest electric car in Europe. So that says a lot about the car. I already drive the car and I have to say I'm really impressed about a few things that I noticed in the test drive. So definitely check out that video to see, to find out more. And also, to be honest, I really like the fact that you can finally buy an electric car, an affordable electric car, which look good, which have a great multimedia system, which have a great digital cockpit, and it drives pretty light and nice. And also it's one of the most lightest electric car on the market these days, under 1,000 kilograms. So let's start with the technical data. First of all, as I said, it comes with one electric motor, 65 horsepower, 113 Newton meters. It's a front wheel drive. That means the electric motor is installed on the front. Range of the car, estimated VLTP 225 kilometers, but Dacia claimed that in the city, in the urban area, up to, let's say, this is from me, coming up to 80 km per hour, up to 100 km per hour. You can drive up to 305 km, Dacia claim, and I think it's totally true. If you keep this speed and you have perfect condition, you can reach 300 kilometers without any problem, but not in the winter when it's super cold, of course. Depend on so many factors when it comes to electric cars and range. Then the consumption, estimated VLTP 14.6 kilowatt hour, top speed 125 kilometers per hour. It's limited there, 0 to 113.7 seconds. The weight of the car 975 kilograms, the most lighter electric car. The trunk space 308 liters, and if you fold down the seats completely, it will go up to 1,004 liters. Battery capacity 27.4 kilowatt hour. It's a lithium battery, 400 volt. And here I have to say a few things. The cool part is that you can get on the top of the range version the vehicle to load or vehicle to grid. That means you can send the electricity from the car to other electronics, or even to your house, or even to other electric cars, which is pretty impressive. So in this price range, in this price that they offer the car, it's a great add-on. Turning circle 9.63 meter, charging at AC 6.6 kilowatt and in DC 34 kilowatt. And the car comes with independent suspension, McPherson suspension on the front, and on the rear the car comes with semi-independent torsion bar on the rear. But from my experience and my test, the suspension is pretty fine as long as you don't go over huge big bumps. So those are the most important technical data and information. Let's go outside to talk a little bit about the exterior, interior, and in the end we will take a conclusion. Simple key. What you can do with a key: lock and unlock the car, unlock the trunk. Also, by the way, if you lock and or unlock the car don't have electric folding mirrors, so they will stay fixed like that all the time. Also, if you don't have battery, you can unlock the car just like that. And also, if you want to start the car, you have to use the key, and I will show you that right now. Other than that, you can do too many things with the car. It doesn't have keyless entrance. You always have to press the buttons. So if you want to start it, you have to put the key inside and rotate it once, press the brake, rotate it one more time, and when it says ready there, that means it's ready to drive. I want to turn on the lights and also the fog lamps, and we will talk a little bit about the exterior of the car. Let me close the door. First of all, the color of the car, it's brick red. It's a beautiful color. I really love the color. I think it fits super nice with this new design language of this Dacia Spring. It's much more attractive than the previous version. Finally, you can say this Dacia Spring, it's much more attractive. It looks much better. The only things that hold from the previous version is the roof area, that upper area, but otherwise everything it's different. It's a totally new car. The back end, it's fine, but the front end, it's really beautiful. The side also, it's quite nice. I think the rims fit really nice on the car, and you have those steel wheels plus the plastic black glossy caps over, which look pretty nice. But overall I would say the exterior design look pretty nice, and the front end, it's really beautiful with this new design language with Dacia logo and those lines in white. It looks pretty cool. As I said before, the roof area is the same as on the previous version. There is the radio antenna. I wish to be a little bit smaller. It's quite long, quite big, but yeah, I guess it's fine. Also pretty simple. The spoiler in the back, here you have heated window on the rear. This is good that it's heated. Here you have a brake, so the people in the back can see you better. You have also a wiper. I like very much this area here with Dacia and these letters inside somehow. It looks cool. Here you have Spring electric, so you know what version it is. The turning signal is normal halogen light, but it looks really cool. It looks like it's LED. Here I think it's LED. It looks really cool. I really like this Y design. I think it looks cool on the lights. Down here on the number plate, you have also LED lights on the number plate. The reverse camera is there, and down here is the fog lamp, which use a normal halogen light. Also on the extreme version, you have this sticker here, which they put it around, that looks like a city from above. It looks cool. I think it gives a little bit of nice element. Then you have this SEV65 Dacia Spring electric powertrain, so you know what it is, in case you don't know. Here on the side we have this Spring as well on this extreme version, on this sticker. It looks cool, and around the windows you have just some rubber up and down. The handles, you already saw it before. Open it, very simple. The door feels very light, and also the handle feels quite light to open. This is how it sounds when you close it. Typical for Dacia. When it comes to sound, it sounds quite nice, quite simple. Down here you have a sticker, also in black, and down here you don't have any plastic or something. It's just that you have the paint of the car. But I like very much that on the side, around the wheels, you have this plastic to protect the wheels. This is very important. And also in the front, it's even more important in this area, because this area will be protected from chip stones and rust in time. So great job. They did great job with this plastic a little bit outside. 15-inch rims. On the entry-level version it comes with 14. On this version we have 15-inch. Those are also winter tires, and we have these plastic caps which look cool over those steel wheels. In the front you have ventilated brake discs, and on the rear the car comes with drum brakes. You can't see it because they are hidden somewhere around there, but they are drum brakes. Mirrors look also great, big, relatively big for the size of the car, and visibility is good. You have LED light turning signals on the side, which look great, and also you have this copper color, which signify extreme on all Dacia models. Going on the windshield, you have only one wiper, pretty big wiper, and a little bit higher you have the camera, which can read the traffic speed limit sign, and also that camera. And also this area, it's heated here, so in the winter will be defrosted fast. That camera read the traffic speed limit signs and also help the car stay between the lanes, which is cool. I show you that in the test drive video. Very nice design on the hood here. I like the lines, they look pretty aggressive, and I like very much this new front end with turning signal here. If you stop the turning signal, here will be daytime running light, LED light, and then you have this grille with Dacia, which look cool. And down here the air intake, down here the air intake, and here again the same sticker. And the headlamps are normal kind of xenon light, low beam, high beam xenon light with yellow light. Yeah, I will show you, I will make a video and I will show you how they look. Also on the rear you have parking sensors, and on the front as well, which is very useful in this price range. I didn't expect to have parking sensors. Now I want to show you something. If you want to open the charging port, you do it from here. You just pull this like that, and here you open the hood, by the way, if you want to see how it looks and what is under the hood. I can also stop the lights for a bit because I want to show you also the daytime running light on the front. When the turning signal is stop, you can see this Y design. It looks really cool. I really like the front end. It's really beautiful of the car. Now here, guys, you have the charging port, and from here you can also send the electricity to other electronics. You can charge it in AC, in DC, as I said, 6.6 and 34 kilowatt hour. And also you can send the electricity to other electronics from the front, which it's a very, very useful stuff. You can use this 27 kilowatt hour battery to power other electronics or to power even your house if you don't have electricity anymore. And anyway, in the back, it looks like that. Let's go in the trunk. I already take out, you have this button here, by the way. I already take out that protection for the trunk so you can see a little bit better the entrance. It's quite big and wide on the upper side, and then here in the middle, on the lower end, it comes a little bit squeezed in a little bit. But yeah, for the size of the car, I think it's just fine. I mean, you have plenty of space to carry different items. Here you don't have any plastic, it's just the paint of the car. You have around maybe 25 to 30 centimeters. You have the cables here, repair kits and all that stuff, triangle. Plenty of space in the trunk. You don't have USB 12 volt port or something like that in the trunk. It's relatively simple. You don't have too many hooks here as well. But under the floor, surprise, surprise, you have a huge space where you have cables, you have repair kit, you have also this for vehicle to load, which send electricity to other electronics. This one here, which is very, very useful. If you want to fold down the bench, and by the way, before I fold down the bench, I want to adjust these seats in my driving position because, man, that's important. I want to show you exactly the hand. It's like that, the legs like that. So let me adjust the head. Yeah, now it's like kind of my driving position. Maybe a little bit in the back, just like that. Now it's perfect. Now I put it in my driving position. And if you want to fold down the bench, by the way, you don't have the possibility to split it. You just fold it completely. It's like a sofa. And you pull it up, this strap, push it forward, and that's it. This is the way it looks. Pretty big space, I would say. It's not a flat floor, but it's pretty big. You can carry long items, big items without any problem here. You have a step there, maybe 7 centimeters, something like that. But overall, I think it's pretty good. Now going from the side, pretty big entrance. Also the seat belt, by the way, you have to hold it with your hands. Big entrance, that's very important, very good. This is the entrance in the back there. This is the way it looks. And you still have a few space here on the legs to put different items if you want to. Transmission tunnel, it's not that big. So yeah, it's relatively fine. Here you have the window on the rear, and it's electric. That's cool, but you cannot fold it all the way down. It's still left around 10 centimeters there. Also, you can lock the car by pressing this like that, like on the old times. This is the handle. I really like the handle. Look at the handle, a gray matte, and also the trim around here. Even if it's plastic everywhere, I think it looks nice, this area up here. Otherwise, no storage space here in the door bands. And this is the entrance. Pretty big. I like the fact that it's a big entrance. I like the fact that we have a white roof. This is great. That means more bright inside the car. And those are the seats. And here on the seats, the same story. No cup holders in the middle. I like the seats. It's a combination between textile material here in the middle, and we have this leatherette, kind of leather, artificial leather with stitches. You have Isofix. You can install 2 child seats, and it's like a sofa. It's quite flat in the middle. So, you know, even a third person can sit in the middle, but the thing is that, you know, it's perfect for 3 person, right? But the thing is, we don't have a third seat belt, so you can have only 2 passengers in the back here. But yeah, 2 passengers with a lot of space. That's important as well. Behind the front seat, you have textile material, storage space here, pretty good space. Let me go inside. Now, Okay, close the door. This is my driving position you saw before, and I'm 173 centimeters. I still have some space behind myself, not huge, but still have some space. I can stretch my legs without any problem under the front seats. This is great. And also on the head, I have like 3 fingers over my head. So from my point of view, at my size, if I go a little bit in the front, oh, I have a lovely, lovely position here. Not the best, because I kind of touch with my knees a little bit in the front, but I like the fact that you don't have that plastic, annoying plastic here. So that's super convenient, super comfy. And the visibility outside, it's quite good. Yeah, for me it's just fine. When it comes to the quality of the roof, I think it's good as well. It's not the best, but it's pretty fine, I would say. Down here, you don't have any USB, any vents, any stuff like that. It's just a simple place where you can even go in the middle. You can stay with your legs together. Even in the middle here, I still have some space. I still have some space on my head. Stretch my hand, not so much, left and right. But I think I can have 3 person, and I stay really comfortable here. I'm a little bit sad that I don't have a 3rd seat belt here, because I sit really much better than in most of other cars. And down here it's soft, it's nice on the back, on the front, it's pretty cool. This is the dashboard, totally new, lovely dashboard. If you look from this angle, you wouldn't notice it's a small car. It looks lovely. I love the dashboard. I love the steering wheel, this new shape trend steering wheel, the screen, 10-inch screen in the front, in the middle, and the cockpit look lovely, and also the vents and everything. I think it's quite nice. The dashboard is nice. Also in the middle here, you have a manual handbrake, by the way, something that you don't see so often in electric cars. So I wish to be somehow an electric handbrake, but yeah, I guess it's fine for this price range. And otherwise, I like the fact that you have a lot of space down there on the center console. I want to go out now. This is the entrance in the front. Before we go inside, we talk a little bit about the door. Here we have one window from one piece. Visibility is great. Here you have plastic everywhere. Also a nice different trim here in this area, gray handle. And I like so much the fact that these door bands and this space here, it's colored in white. I think it looks gorgeous. I saw this in other car. I don't remember which car I saw this, but I saw this. I did a review, I think a few weeks ago. I don't remember, but it looks really cool. At the entrance also you have some plastic at the entrance that signify the extreme. You see that lines like mountains and off-road, and you have the same story on the carpet. The pedals are normal, plenty of space in the middle, in the center console there. This is great. Here you have those from where you open it, and here you can adjust the lights position, and here you adjust the mirrors. This is great. And those are the vents, which look pretty cool. The little bit of copper color around here, which signify this extreme version. Manual adjustable seats, by the way, the same combination, leather, artificial leather, textile material. They look great. A little bit green around here, and then you have the Dacia logo in the middle. They look really cool. They are simple, pretty simple and cool. You know, I wish somehow to have those side support on the lower end a little bit bigger, you know, to be a little bit brighter, but otherwise they're fine. Also the position, when you go inside the car, the position it's a little bit taller, so I feel like I'm driving an SUV. I don't know why. I drive this car, I have such a good visibility. The seat, its position, it's so high that you have lovely visibility, but in the same time you feel like you sit high. And even though the battery is not under the seats in the front, they are under the bench in the back, you still sit a little bit higher, and that's great for the visibility. I'm not used with that because most of the car these days sit low under the dash, kind of sporty. You know, in this car, sit high, straight, pretty nice. Good visibility around the windows. It's just perfect visibility around the windows, in the mirrors. Also in the mirror up here, pretty good visibility. And I didn't have any problem from the time I have the car with the visibility. Down here, you saw it. The only thing that's missing, it's kind of an armrest, but you can maybe get one aftermarket. And here in the middle, you have the shift-by-wire transmission. You have the B mode, which is new. Before on the previous version wasn't here. So the B mode means that you can regenerate more energy when you release the acceleration when you drive. Huge space in the front. You can see my phone. You have a 12-volt port, and you have the U-clip, which Dacia bring on the new models. You can adjust the steering wheel down, up, and that's it. Forward, backward, you cannot do it, but down and up you can do it. The quality of the steering wheel, it's from rubber, but I love the shape. Man, I love the shape so much. You have such a nice grip, such a great steering wheel. You have such a good visibility through the steering wheel. You have physical button for cruise control. You have physical button for different settings where you can change the, you can kind of customize the screen there. You can see the consumption on the right side, but you can also change what you would like to see, the eco monitoring, the distance and the kilometers, the range of the car, and so on. So I like that so much. You can see the range between 67 and 151, depending on how you drive, but you can also configure it in the middle somehow to see a simple speed or to see the car and what's around the car. And you can see this eco charge and power, kind of the same as on other Dacia Duster, the new Duster. And down here you can see how much range and how many percentage you still have, and the car can read also the traffic speed limits. So otherwise, this is super nice. Behind the steering wheel here you have the media controller, by the way, some physical buttons. Down here you have the climatic system, from where you can kind of set up the climatic system. It's not automatically, it's kind of semi-automatically, but it's great, it works fine. And you have two USB-C ports down here. A little bit higher from here, from the buttons for the windows are here, in order to save some cost. The cables, because if you put the buttons on the doors, you have to take the cables and put it there and to the battery and blah blah blah. No, they definitely put this right here. It's much more easier to work with. And you have also the eco button. That means when you press the eco button, the car will go in eco mode. I explained more about that in the test drive video. And here we have all the safety features. From here you can activate and deactivate once you set up the safety features from the media. You can also turn it on and off from here, depend how you set up and customize. The screen look great, the size of the screen is great, nothing to say. Resolution, colors look great. This is the home page. You can also customize the home page. You can add here the map from the car, which you can install in the apps. You have eco scoring and whatever you want to put here. Then you have the media with radio and all that information. The sources here, you can choose the source of the media. You can kind of customize here the settings of the audio system, or you can go in settings even deeper here. The next one is the phone. You can connect your phone to Bluetooth. And the next one is the app settings. You can, by the way, connect Android Auto, Apple CarPlay wireless. I did a video about that. If you want to see it, check it out on the channel. It's very simple to do that. But you can even go in the apps and you can install different apps here, wherever apps you want, which they have, of course, like Spotify. You can definitely install Spotify, and here navigation, which is great. Amazon Music, radio player, and so on. So from here you can install wherever apps you want. You can also open it from here. And yeah, I won't go into details. Also, this is the here navigation, which need a little bit of time to charge and to load, but I use it and it works fine. It works definitely fine. I think, yeah, it's very similar with Google Map, but it works a little bit slower. Now, if you go to the settings, you have all the settings, from the sound settings to Bluetooth, location, privacy, apps. You have also the settings. If you go to apps, you have also here all the apps with permissions and all that stuff. For example, you have, yeah, whatever. I won't go into details because it will last a lot of time. System here, we have language, units, storage, and about, and so on. And the last, the most important, the vehicle down here, you have the electric view. That means the car will show you what happened with the energy in real time, when the car used the energy and when it's recuperating and so on. Here you can program and schedule the charging. Here you have the battery, and you can choose how much energy to give for the vehicle, to load vehicle to the grid, and then you can choose how much to charge the battery. Pretty cool. And then you have the settings with plug and charge and pedestrian warnings here. Next one is my driving, where it gives you all the information and tips here how to drive economical, and it shows you the consumption on the last trips. The next one is assistant, driver assistance systems, where you can set up all the driving assistance system that I showed you before, you can activate and deactivate from this button. So over speed, audible warning and so on, lane assist, and the next one is parking. You have all the parking settings here because you have those sensors. And on the vehicle, you have all the settings of the vehicle, from access to welcome to wipers, cockpit, screens, tire pressure, and you can also brightness and so on. And then here on the settings, you already saw it before. So in general, it's quite simple, but it's very responsive and it works relatively fast. Up here you have a microphone and that's it. You don't have a mirror or a light here. You have an SOS button and you have a normal halogen light, a normal yellow halogen light. So overall, those are the most important information. I think I cover almost everything here. If you still have questions, ask me down below, whatever question you have, and don't miss out the test drive video because it will be really interesting. I also plan to make a video driving only in the city to see what will be the consumption, because from my test until now, from my drives, I think it's the most efficient electric car on the market today. Probably the fact that it has a small battery and it's very light, it uses very little energy, so that's great. Anyway, that was the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will mean a lot for me, guys. Thank you for staying here. I hope the video was useful. See you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.